What's up, guys? It's your boy Darskin, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that I actually just did today, and it's pretty. How do I say it's pretty interesting? But it's like it's something I think everybody should do. Honestly, it's a really good idea for a lot of the people that are free to play and that want to get their box CC up and things like that. I know a lot of people were like, well, Darskin, you didn't mention this in the video, increased box combat class video, and that's because I was going to make a separate video for this, because this is not necessarily mandatory to increasing your box combat class. This is something that you can do if you want to. I highly recommend you do it. It takes almost no resources at all. So anyways, if you guys want to see, if we go here and we click this, if you guys don't know what this little button right here is, this button right here shows all the gear that is on your units. So if you look and see, almost my entire box has gear on them, right? Now, I know what you guys are thinking. It's like, Darskin, how do you have that much gear? And to answer your question, I don't actually, like, this is like, let me just show you, right? So if you look at all the units that have gear, it's all C gear, it's HP defense, and I'm only doing that so I can get the 20% HP buff and that 20% defense buff. If you guys don't know, HP gives the most combat class in the game, right? So obviously you want to have HP, and then in order of combat class it goes HP, attack, defense, but you obviously can't have attack and HP, so you just go attack, defense. I have put C gear, right? Attack defense. I put HP, defense, C gear on almost every unit. If you look, there's some characters that don't, right? Like I use Valencia a lot, so I didn't put it on her. I didn't put it on Escanor. She has her own gear set. I use her. He has his own gear set. I use her. He has his own gear set. I use him. He has his own gear set. Own gear set. I use Gother. And what I mean by own gear set, I mean like their gear sets are like just about maxed out, right? So the units I have like actual gear sets for, they obviously don't have C gear on. And then the units that I use a lot, like I swap in and out, don't have gear on as well, just so I can swap them in and out easy. So like all of those units, Blue Demon Meliodas is just a unit I use a lot. Jericho, and I mean, Counter Meliodas is just a really good like unit for cheesing a lot of stuff, so he doesn't have it as either. But yeah, so I put just normal common HP defense gear on every single unit just about, and that increased my combat class by almost 200k. If you guys saw my video yesterday, I had 1,645,000 combat class, right? I now have 1,820,000, so it's like 180k increase, right? Very big jump. So at first I was getting the 4.5% increase. Now I'm getting the 1.7 increase, and it's like if you're at 1.7, do this and you'll be at 2 million. Now getting the 2 million is just going to be upgrading my units and stuff like that. Like once I eventually get all my units to UR, I'll have over 2 million for sure. But yeah, this is just an easy way to do it. Now I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, Darskin, how could I possibly do this, right? There's no way that as a free-to-play player I could do this. Well, that's where you're wrong, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. If you guys don't know, there is the half stamina on books going on right now, right? Let's go here. There's a half stamina on books going on right now. So basically, you can get a whole bunch of books and you can farm a whole bunch of gold. If you guys look at my gold, I have 17 million, right? Now, let's go ahead and look and see how much gear costs. This costs 2,000, right? So what we're going to do, I have my calculator here, and we're going to go ahead and do the math. So 6 times 2,000, and I bought 60 of them, right? I bought 60 sets. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and, multiply that times 60. Cost 720,000 gold. So less than $1 million gold to get 60 sets of gear. Now, obviously, it's common gear. If you wanted to go above and beyond, you could do rare gear, which would give you even more. But granted, rare gear costs what, 60,000? Yeah. Okay, so 6 times 60,000. and then you multiply that times 60, that's going to be a lot more. So you definitely 21 million gold, you don't want to do that. For those of you that want to do uncommon gear, which would be what, 12,000 times 6, and then you multiply that times 60, that'd be 4 million. So you see a big difference. If you use common gear, it's not even a million gold. And like I said, I got 60 of these, and it boosted my combat class by a lot. Now, obviously, I'm not going to keep these on forever. As I progress through the game, and as I, I use more units or whatever, I can take the gear off, right? If you look at the gear, none of the gear is locked. So whenever I want to just, remove equipment and sell the gear, I can. But this is just like a really easy way to get the buff for your account. Now, this is the cool part. This is the really, really interesting part. For those of you that don't know, whenever you're swapping gear, right? Let's say you're exchanging gear. I know how tedious it can be when you cannot find your gear sets, right? So let's go ahead and look at Dan's gear. I have actual gear in her. Whenever you do the exchange, it doesn't show the other gear. And the reason why is because it only shows these gears, and it shows whenever you have actual, you can change your settings basically. But this was the default setting right here. I just added those two. But yeah, it doesn't even show the C gear or the UC gear. So what that means is you literally don't even notice, right? It's like you don't even notice it's there. It's a super easy way to get box CC. It's a super resourceful way. And another good thing, let's say you just, for some reason, you don't want to keep the gear on your characters. Once you reach a buff on your account, it doesn't matter what your like account combat class is. The buff is reached, and that's it. So let's say I reach 2 million and then I fall under 2 million. I'll still have the 2 million account combat class buff because I reached it already. So once you reach it, you get it. It doesn't matter what happens after. So even if you take all the gear off of all of these units, you'll still have the buff. Now, I mean, there's really no reason to. I'm not going to. I'm just keep it. But yeah, it put me all the way to 1.8 million. At this point, it's just a matter of me URing all these units, which I'll do eventually. And once I do that, I will definitely, have 2 million basically. So, yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about that, tell you guys about that. It literally costs less than 1 million gold, bro. At this point, there's really no reason to not do it. It's literally common HP defense gear. 4 HP, 2 defense. You can just throw it on every unit that you don't use. I mean, you can throw it on the units you do use, but I just feel like it's very tedious switching gear if I'm going to use the units. I'd rather not. So, yeah, super, super, super nice. But yeah, that's literally, what I did. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.